The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. They find some open field here. There goes Duke Johnson. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A toss play to Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive...
And he'll score! Touchdown, Browns! An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
21.
Now Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Here we go. 180. I'm going to run you over.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 33 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, 49ers nothing.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
There he goes left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practice now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on their toes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 53 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Oh, there ain't no shit. Plant
Here we go. White.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Flush to his right. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover. Football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's McKinnon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now McKinnon. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. One last shot from Mayfield here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.